Welcome to the Forex Trading Channel, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to bring you my top 5 stop hunt trades for January 2019. In at number 5, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Now this is a relatively shallow stop hunt, but out here on the 240 you can see this little zone here. Drop it down to the 60. See, we've had some buying pressure in here. Once again in here. In here. In here. In here. And what have we got under here? Yep, you guessed it. Retail traders trying to jump on and ride this thing up. Now ideally this would have been a little bit deeper, but nonetheless there'll be an accumulation of stops under here. What have we done? We've pushed down. All your breakout traders are wanting to short this. Potentially some retracement traders jumping on board. They're also short in this. Once we get this little retracement up here, and if they're not there, they certainly are here for this nice big bearish engulfing. Several opportunities to get involved, and if you missed it, you also saw a couple of retraces back to that level. Just to give you an idea, that would have seen you a nice 2-to-1 quite comfortably. In at number 4, Australian dollar, Japanese yen. As you can see, pushed up, pushed back down, start to form some structure here. Some market consolidation, accumulation, call it what you will. There'll be some buying pressure here. This one for me is a little bit deep, but nonetheless that's fine. Obviously everyone trying to jump on this thing to ride it up. And under here, well, perhaps these guys got away with it, but certainly under here there will be an accumulation of stops. Market comes down, see, tags these people out, pushes back above the level, nice little bit of a retest, easy entry, and we're off to the races. To give you an idea, that would have been a very easy entry if you didn't get it on its way back into the zone. You could have taken it anywhere around here, so let's just pick a spot within that zone. And in no time at all, you've got a 2-to-1. even if you waited for the second retest and that bullish engulfing. Still sees you nicely into the 2 to 1. In at number 3, Australian dollar Swiss franc. As you can see, got this nice, strong, powerful move up, and then we've started to form just a little bit of a zone right here. Now, anyone wishing to jump on this will have seen this little move here, nice bullish engulfing, nice little retest, nice bullish candle here. Obviously more buying pressure, and once this structure forms, you can pretty much guarantee that the stops are going to be located below this previous formed structure. The only other logical place to put your stop is obviously way back down here. Majority of the retail traders aren't going to do that. So we've also got breakout traders jumping in there, shorting that market, and then immediately reverses. Perfect little entry right there. Once again, with little or no pain. Let's just check that. A little or no pain, there's a 2 to 1. And in this case, obviously depending on your plan, or if you're holding multiple positions, this one actually took off quite significantly. That would have netted you a nice, let's discount the tops, 4 to 1. Okay. In at number 2, US dollar, Canadian dollar, 15-minute chart. As you can see, we've had this strong move off of the lows, and we've started to base in with a bit of structure here. Taking a little zone from this level. You can see here that we've got some buying pressure coming in. That will no doubtedly result in a substantial amount of stops accumulating below this level. Obviously looking left, the lows are generally too far for most retail traders. What else have we got? We've also got breakout traders going short there. If that one didn't convince them, that one certainly did. What happens is we reverse. Good opportunity to get in this. And this is a great example of one that was perhaps a little bit painful. So as you can see, let's just push that up for a minimum 2 to 1. Okay, so there's your minimum 2 to 1. A good example of sticking to your strategy, sticking to your plan, not getting too anxious that you're going to get stopped out and balk at your position and jump out. And this one certainly gets worse before it gets better. Quite a lot of sideways movement there, but as you can see, we do eventually climb out of it and secure your minimum 2 to 1. And in at top spot and number 1 is the Euro US dollar. This is the 240 chart. As you can see, we've had this little zone of tops for quite some time. Started back in November, topped it again towards the end of November, attempted it in December, late December, January, and January. So 90% of those people will be targeting either the midpoint, which does offer some resistance, or back down towards these lows. So let's mark it out. Selling pressure, selling pressure. We didn't make it back up to the top. Selling pressure, selling pressure. Now, it's important to understand that I doubt there will be an accumulation that stops just because this travelled so far. Possibly there's some residual stops. Likewise here, we travelled over 50% of the distance. Here we didn't quite make it till we came back up for a retest. And it's possible that there may not be too many stops left over there. It's possible. The more accumulation you get, generally the deeper the stop hunt and the further it will fall. What you do have though, certainly an accumulation of stops from this retest. They will of course undoubtedly be under here. Just pulling it across, we've got all the breakout traders going long here. As you can see, as soon as we break out, let's just zoom that in. There's immediate selling pressure, selling pressure, selling pressure. Now certainly on the 240 chart that would get the alarm bells ringing. But down here, what else do we have? Yep, you guessed it. In between the 50 and the 618. So let's remove that for the moment and stick a little zone in there. Perfect. All the retracement traders that missed the break, they're all long right here. What happens? Okay, it looks like it's going to go a little bit higher. Fails, 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 and rolls over. Now, interestingly, we didn't quite make it down to these lows, but we certainly made it down to the lows just before. Always worth noting these particular sets of support and resistance. Let's take a quick look at it on the 60-minute chart. There's the 50 to 618 retracement. Lovely little pin. Put this engulfing on the 1 hour. Looks like we're going to go higher, but it is struggling. Selling pressure, selling pressure, selling pressure, selling pressure, selling pressure, selling pressure. And eventually completely falls over. So how do I get involved? I hear you cry. Well, you've got several opportunities once you understand what the market is trying to do. For one, the immediate selling pressure, immediate selling pressure, immediate selling pressure. Bearing in mind this is a 240 chart, bearish engulfing candle engulfs the last 3 candles. And if you miss that, there's your tag and your retracement. Looks like it's going along. Selling pressure, selling pressure. Boom. So even if you missed it on the first shot, there's your 2 to 1. Could have rode that for, well, there's your 3 to 1. There's your 3 to 1 without hardly any pain. If this didn't convince you, and this little bit of consolidation or a breakout, that was another opportunity. You'd have to check what the ATR is or whatever you use for a stop, but let's put that for the time being, and even if you miss that, you still got a 2 to 1 on the break of that consolidation structure there. Thanks very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, hit that share button, and please leave a comment below.